Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigma here, and welcome back to our video. And yeah, this is the last day of the last contract, and this is the 5th time I killed this man. This okay, let's actually put the puppet on Robin King. But yeah, this already is absurdly easy, and I think it's quite absurd that I killed this guy so many times. Because I didn't even really try that hard, because as you have seen lately, I'm just playing around because I have maxed out passive stats in this already, and I would take like 2 or 3 fights to kill a boss that could be easily killed in one fight if I use my best teams. But I just go through the story without any trouble. And at this point, I don't even need the resources from it anyway. I'm just playing it just to make videos. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they could do about this. And also the problem is, I think I dropped Deathstroke shards once, but I don't even care about it because Deathstroke doesn't really get any improvement from getting more shards. Uh, there's absolutely no reason for me, generally speaking, to be farming this. I'm only playing this because I'm a content creator and I want to make some videos. But this is absurdly easy, and it's gotten to the point where it's not rewarding at all for me. Oh, by the way, do you know how many soul rate specific artifacts I have dropped? I mean, obviously not counting the free one that you get, which is another god killer. But yeah, other than that, do you know how many I dropped in clearing this 5 times? I mean, it may be 4, okay, but as far as I remember, it's 5 times. Though when this came back, I was pretty close to Deathstroke. But do you know how many artifacts I dropped? 0. I dropped 0 artifacts, 0 soul rate specific artifacts, man. So yeah, they do drop from soul rates by the way, but man, gambling feels more fair than this. The casino feels like it's giving me better chances than this. And we got garbage again. Okay, so here we have Killer Frost with God Killer, Scorpion with Puppet, and Justice Flash with God Killer. We're gonna kill Harley. And I mean, look, I'm gonna be fair with one thing. There was a notable thing that I did drop from the soul rates, and that was the Martian Meander shards. Like that's something you don't see often. I think it is now 4 times that I've dropped random legendary shards from soul rates, like outside of the ones that you have a higher chance to get whenever you finish tier 5. I think I've dropped Enchantress on the secondary account, I've dropped Manta on this account once, I've dropped Grodd once, which was useless, and I've dropped Martian Manhunter now. So it does happen, but I wouldn't know to tell you exactly, but if I haven't reached like 500 chances on sub-bosses to drop a legendary, then I'm getting close to 500 at least. And by that I mean, like, I've killed a boss of a tier, not the final tier. I've killed a boss from tier 1 to tier 4 that drops a reward. Hope I made that clear. It would be interesting if the game would give you some stats or would have an achievement that actively tracks it. Like how many bosses have you killed in total? I would be actually very curious.
Wildfire. Incinerated. Feel the heat.
And yeah, honestly, this seems to be the only team with Killer Frost. I am not aware of any more teams. Let me know in the comments if you guys know any other team that uses Killer Frost and does well. Or I mean better than this at least. Because this seems to be the only thing that Killer Frost does good, and I'm glad she's in the game because it makes Scorpion so much more convenient to use, and I love using him as a damage dealer. But other than that, you can use her with Mr. Freeze, but doesn't really seem to do that much for him. It's a bit more convenient, but it's not enough to justify taking her out of the Scorpion team. And that's about it. Would be fun to play around with so many more teams if the freeze mechanic wasn't the way it is right now, where the enemy can randomly block when they get unfrozen. It just ruins their combo. Because of that, only teams that work are kind of or are convenient to use, at least are puppet reliant teams. But yeah, let's move on to the next fight. Okay, so let's see how much damage we can do with Manta here, with Joker as Batrings. And we got Classic One Room, and I'm gonna try to play this as well as possible. We are at a little bit of a class disadvantage here, because we got the meta-human class coming up against us. Bro, that Cheetah running in animation is never gonna stop being cursed. Get Black Adam in. And we're about done, I think. Have done maybe 1 or 2 more hits to check for sure if we were done with the percentage shell damage, but I'm 90% sure that was the point where we're done. But usually I do a few more hits to see a hit that doesn't do percentage shell damage to be sure, but this time I'm just gonna go with my gut feeling. Can wait for her super move here because I don't want to reset to the middle of the field twice. And we don't need to tag out. We're fine, just staying in. Obviously, it's the tier 1 boss, but like, what's he gonna do? Now let's get her back to the corner.
Out of my way.
And let's see how much damage we can do. I'm not expecting a one-shot, especially with the class disadvantage, but I want how close we can get to it. Kinda forgot to reset the poison there, so a little bit of a mistake on my end. I would love to be able to see the poison on the screen. But the game thinks other negative effects and the fact that she's done super move are more relevant information for some reason. Bro, the last 60 seconds of the fight just go away so fast. Nah, we're not close to killing her. And I did a few mistakes with some late poison resets, but would not have been enough to make a difference. Well, we're close enough to 2 billion, but not there yet. Let's move on to the next fight. And bro, it's 100 something mil. It's the same amount that Silver Banshee struggles to get past as well. And bro, like, honestly, that's gonna be it for this video, because I got some things going. I'm pretty busy today and tomorrow, so a little bit of a shorter video. We'll come back to longer videos next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.